Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The students of class 9th, Assalamu alaikum. I am your teacher Ana Mahmood. Okay, we will discuss today about the Muhammad Ali Jinnah and his two nation theory and with reference to the ideology of Pakistan. Firstly, we see the life of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He was the son of the Jinnah by Punjaji and its Punjaji kids Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Banda Ali, Rahmat Ali, Fazl Ali, Ahmad Ali, Maryam, Shiri and Fatma Jinnah. Okay, Fatma Jinnah was very popular in the Pakistan movement. Initial life of the Qadi Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Muhammad Ali Jinnah got his early education from Sindh Madrasatul Islam. In 1891, Jinnah was married to Sakina Bai. Then Jinnah went to England. He remained in England from 1891 to 1899. After his arrival, he left Karachi and settled in Mumbai, which is now the new name with Mumbai. Political career of the Qadi Muhammad Ali Jinnah. In 1906, Jinnah started his political career when he joined All India National Congress. In 1913, Jinnah joined All India Muslim League on the request of Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar. So remember, who requested to join the All India Muslim League? The person was Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar. Okay. In 1919, he became the president of All India Muslim League and permanently joined in 1920. Two nation theory. Up to 1928, Jinnah was also true believer of Hindu-Muslim unity. But Nehru report of 1928 deserted Jinnah. So after Nehru report, Jinnah also talked on two nation theory. So Pakistan was created the day the first Indian national entered the fold of Islam. So actually in the beginning, both our leaders, Allama Muhammad Iqbal and Qaida Muhammad Ali Jinnah, were the staunch supporter of the United India. But gradually, slowly, they realized that we are the separate nations. Hindus are separate, Muslims are separate. So then they believed that in the according to the two nation theory, in the world only two nations are there. Okay, Muslims and non-Muslims. So that's why he said that Pakistan was created the day when the first Indian national entered in the fold of Islam. So suggestions of Nehru report we see ending of separate electorate, separate elections, ending of more Muslim seats than population, ending of more seats than population. Okay, refusal to give 1/3 representation to the Muslims in the center. Hindi should be introduced as an official language. So this was the main point even in 1867 when Sir Syed Ahmad Khan fought with the British government. Okay, fought mean he protested. Okay, so that he created the idea of concept of two nation theory in the beginning in 1867. Again, Hindi should be introduced as an official language. Separation of Sindh from Mumbai, and suggestion of reforms in NWRP province and avoidance from Balochistan. Demand of strong central government. First roundtable conference. So after the 14 points and Nehru report, British called all the political parties in the UK for the constitution solution. So now we on position from where if Indian Muslims are not consulted about the future of India, then the proposals of British government would not be runnable more than weeks. So annual session of All India Muslim League in 1938, Jinnah presided at Patna. British government wanted to rule India while Congress wanted to rule Indian Muslims. It would not be possible during our life. Annual session of Muslim League in 1940. So this was the Lahore Resolution. So session was started on 22nd March 1940 and finished on 24 March. So regarding this, he had given many statements. The Hindus and Muslims belong to two different religions, philosophies, social customs, and literature. They neither intermarry nor interdine together, and indeed they belong to two different civilizations, so they are separate nations. Open speech in 1948. We did not demand Pakistan simply to have a piece of land, but we wanted a laboratory where we could experiment on Islamic principles. So in general election 1945-46, now Pakistan is our aim and we will reach there on every cost and every condition. Okay. Aims and objectives of the establishment of Pakistan. Following factors can be said to be the objective of the establishment of Pakistan. Uh, Enforcement of the sovereignty of God Almighty. So in Islam, we concede this thing that Allah has the supreme authority. Okay, so established of Islamic democracy, revival of Muslim image and identity, protection of the Muslim culture and civilization. So liberation from the harmful Hindu majority, establishment of balanced economic system, two-nation theory. Enforcement of sovereignty of God Almighty. Kadam said, we did not demand Pakistan to acquire a piece of land, but we wanted a homeland where we could introduce Islamic principles. Established of Islamic democracy. Everything is equal in Islamic democratic system. The Khalifa is Naib of God on the earth. The Almighty taught us that our decision in the state affairs shall be guided by mutual consultation, saying of the tribe. Revival of Muslim image and identity. The Hindu had adopted a harmful attitude which blocked all channels to wealth and progress to Muslims. The national identity of Muslim was in great danger under the extremes Hindu after British ruler. Protection of Muslim culture and civilization. The Hindu always tried to crush Muslims as nation and ultimately merge them into Hindu society. They started several movement for this purpose. Hindi-Urdu controversy was a result of this movement. Protection from Hindu was the main motivating point for Pakistan movement. Liberation from the harmful Hindu majority. The British and the Hindu adopted an unkind policy of mass elimination against Muslims in order to create them as a nation and merge them into Hindu society. The demand of Pakistan was based on this feeling, and Muslims should be liberated from the hold of the eternal Hindus' domination. Establishment of balanced economic system. So that was also the important point. Muslim was not in a position to enter in business and trade because of history policy of government. After the War of Independence 1857, British government had banned Muslims enter into government services. All high-level jobs were reserved for Hindu. The agriculture land mostly owned by Hindus who fully explained Muslims cultivator. The government policy provided to shelter to Muslims for farming. Two-nation theory. So this was the important point by the Qadi Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Two-nation theory based on religion, economic and political system, cultural and social values, civilization, literature. The religion of Islam is based on the concept of Tawheed. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.